Okay, we're going to remind everybody what is going on with the humans on population control. Now, those are the people who are pretty much looking to hijack the evolution of humanity, and their job primarily is to target individual people and make their life a living hell. Why? Who are these people? Why are they doing this? The answer is they're not really known to us. They're going to be considered to be hiding from us. Oh. Well, yeah, they do. And we're not educated enough in order to understand the way that they hide. But it's forms of camouflage. And they do things that you would find unbelievable unless you were, a scriptwriter for Star Trek or Star Wars, in which case you'd be able to understand that a lot of the things that they do are technological, or in some cases they might have superpowers, like, the people who have superpowers. And do the evil people have superpowers? We don't know. They do use these kind of technologies which make it look like authentic superpowers, but we can't tell if they're, organic superpowers or they're just using technologies. We just don't know. We're not educated. But I will swear that they are. I don't need to swear. I'm not giving a dissertation or, anything other than telling you what it is. And the way it works is, if you're a targeted person, you can't see the people that are hurting you. You can't see them. They're not here physically surrounding you, but you can hear them, and they can hear you, and they can certainly send all kinds of horrible shit right into your body and give you diseases, because that's what happened. They sent me disease. And they said, "Oh, you're going to feel it," and there it was. So, how else are you going to ever understand the people here on planet Earth that are working to elevate humanity, and the ones that are working to do the opposite, to block it, and to drag people into even worse misery? The answer, strangely enough, comes often from the demons themselves. Because, when they're not attacking me in a full-bore attack, they might be sitting there and asking me questions, because they do talk endlessly all day long. And why did they do what they do? I don't really know. But is it enough to drive you crazy? Oh, yes, it is enough to drive you crazy, but there's no escape. There's no escape from these demonic things. They never take a day off. They never give me a vacation. And pretty much they're, that's the way it is. So the status report is, well, what else is going on besides, people like me being targeted by organized darkness? There are a lot of people who may not be under demonic attack, or they're under demonic attack, but they don't realize it. And these are the people who often talk about the ascension symptoms that they're going through. They've got headaches, and it feels like, they got brain fog, and they have got various other kinds of diseases in their body. And they don't attribute these things to demons. They attribute these things to, these are upgrades in your body, because there's new energies coming in. And I got to tell you that this story, when you first hear it, sounds interesting, but when these ascension symptoms go on year after year after year, and you're completely unable to work, and you're pretty much having to lie around in bed or on the couch all day because the fatigue is unbelievably strong, some people are going to say it's the new energies, the fifth dimensional energies, And some people are going to say, I don't know how many people that are under direct demonic attack and know it are going to say, all of the things that you consider ascension symptoms, ringing in the ears, for example, is nothing to do with upgrades and everything to do with demonic attack. Why? Because I'm one of those people that's under demonic attack. And I read what other people say about this stuff, and I just know what it's like for me. So, one of the demons wants to know, is there a mixed bag? Some of the things like ear ringing, ascension symptoms, and other things, complete demonic attack. The answer for these demons is, I don't even know. But the answer for me is everything that's going on, I do not consent to. I do not consent to ascension symptoms of energies being sent by extraterrestrials, because some people do channel extraterrestrials. They telepathically communicate with extraterrestrials that, well, they say they're extraterrestrials, and the extraterrestrials are saying they're sending all of this, for example, they call it gamma light, and other people say, well, it's bringing up all the density, because they're, using all these words. And I look at them all and I say, well, you're getting what Stuart Wilde called the ghoul feed. In other words, it's the story given to you by the ghouls. But the truth of the matter is, anything that's happening to you that's making you sick is ghoul driven. There are no benevolent aliens that are sending in anything at all. And there's all kinds of stories that people come up with. Bullshit. Complete bullshit. Complete people that are, they just don't know. And I don't know how I'm ever going to convince them, because some of these people say, well, these telepathic benevolent beings, they're my friends. And I say, you don't really understand, because they can play being your friend, just like there's such thing as good cop, bad cop routines. And, these ones that are doing so much good are not doing any good whatsoever. So if extraterrestrials contact you by telepathy, consider them demonic. Which basically means that, all of the people who get lots and lots of viewership on YouTube, for example, and they're talking about this stuff, just because they get lots of hits doesn't mean that it's correct. In fact, people that are getting huge numbers of hits are most likely propagating ghoul feeds, because, the people that own the media are ghouls. So they're not going to give you very many people telling you the truth. It's a wonder that anybody sees anything that I post these days.